just incredible. Two. DJ Sour Milk.
One. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
L.A. Lakers.
You know that.
Sour Milk,
right.
just incredible.
Yeah, we here.
What's up, man? Introduce yourself for the people.
Man, do
Come
I
on,
got
man.
to?
Come
Yes,
on,
sir.
man.
Inglewood, sir, representing Top Dog Entertainment. What's happening?
Yeah.
Sir.
In the place, man. Welcome to the show,
man,
bro.
Thank you for having me, bro.
Great to have you on the liftoff with us, man.
Yeah,
Man,
man.
I'm excited to be here, bro. I'm
My
excited
man,
to be here,
my
dog.
man. Do you get sweaty hands? Is that
I
why
do. No,
I
I'm
noticed
like,
you kind of.
I'm kind of sick, and I'm trying not to you see, I got my paper towel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's one of those.
it's been a long day. It's
I'm
been a
sure.
long week, man.
Yeah.
I just got my master's back. We
Wait.
cleared.
I thought you were
like
talking about
graduation
school. I was
or
like,
something.
Oh no, I didn't get my master. Oh Jesus, no, I'm not that smart. I graduated from Inglewood, so
Yeah, and I was like, wait, you got them back? Like they could take your masters away?
Damn.
You
You had to go back to school to make sure
Yeah.
nah.
So the masters are back for the album, right? That's what we're
Yes, sir.
talking about.
Yep.
How's that feel when they finally land in, what is it, the inbox? Or
Man,
you probably go
it's-
pick them up?
Man, it's the best feeling in the world.
I bet.
I got that email. I played it in the car just to triple check everything, and it was great, man. And we've been kind of like fighting with samples for the last month. I don't know if people know how hard it gets at the end.
We've
of
heard
it.
some.
We know.
Yeah, we definitely know.
Yeah.
But
So-
oh my God.
Nah,
It's difficult, right?
Yeah,
difficult.
we were like really praying for something to come through, and it did, and I'm happy about that, man. And
Yes.
down to the finish line, man. It's
It-
here though.
Yeah.
So I'm not tripping no more.
Is there times where you just like give up on records because you can't get a sample clear, or it's just like, yo, fuck this record?
Man, to be all the way 100, I'm glad you asked. There's a song that I would have loved.
I mean, you could give it to us.
Love to put on the project, but we couldn't find the producer. We couldn't find
That's
who made the
crazy.
beat, because we get beats in bunches from different places, different people,
Right.
A&Rs all over the place, So we had this one beat, we did a song to it. It was great. But we could not find the producer. So, that's not something that you risk, you know what I mean? You got to make sure,
Yeah.
especially where we at now, we don't take no chances with this stuff, man.
course.
We follow through with everything.
That's right.
But, we'll eventually get it right and hopefully put that out, on
Yeah.
a deluxe edition or something like that, or even just give it away to the fans, man. I love to do that.
Yeah, you do.
course,
yeah,
man.
man.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the new song, Hair Down, You and Tde.
Yes, sir.
All right, what can you tell us, man? Talk to us about the song.
Oh, man, that's special, dog. I got
It
a
is special.
Kendrick Lamar verse. It ain't a whole bunch of motherfuckers
Yo.
that can
Say
say they
that.
got a
Yeah,
Kendrick
not a
Lamar,
lot of people
Not
can say
many.
that.
And just, I always talk about how, being from LA, we got to see the beginning of, what I mean,
course.
TDE.
Yeah.
Because at the time when they were coming into themselves and really getting the recognition that they deserve, the world knew us for Dr. Dre and Snoop. You know what I mean? West Coast was not misrepresented, but we were cast in a certain light.
Yes.
And then we got,
People looked at it as only one sound. There's only one.
this is what the
style.
West has
Yeah.
for you. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And shoot, it's a whole bunch of singers out here that, don't get the respect they deserve because, the label is West Coast gangster rap. And that's what people expect, But we got Section 80.
Yes.
Then we got, wait, which came first?
I think
Habits
that
Habits and Contradictions?
No, but I think the
Or,
Kendrick Lamar EP came first.
I'm talking about the stretch between Section 80, Habits and Contradictions.
And then Good Kid.
Oh yeah. I think it was.
and then Control System.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, shit.
I'm talking about how TD. I'm trying to just lay out
got
how
you, got you.
Yeah, I want to say
that
it
was all in the same 4 months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That they dropped those projects, man, and that was the beginning of the end of that stigma. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And that helped shape me as an artist too, man. I'm a hip hop head. I sing and stuff, but if you really listen, I'm definitely a hip hop head. My influences, come from a lot of the West Coast, production. And,
Right.
You know what I mean? The rap that I grew up listening to, So, it's just crazy to, see things come full circle, to be such a fan of, TDE, and then have an opportunity to, you know what I mean, work with these cats, and not just work with them, but succeed with them. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? It's a blessing. Man.
Absolutely.
And who are some of the artists you listened to growing up, and some of the music you listened to that really influenced you and shaped you as an artist?
Oh, man. So I grew up in a church, man. So one of my favorite artists of all time is Fred Hammond. I don't know if y'all know who Fred Hammond is, but people that know.
Okay.
Was
He's
he
special.
rock with? Is that the one that rocked with James Brown or no?
No. Fred Hammond is strictly gospel.
Oh, I definitely don't know
Yeah,
that.
but my family is all, involved in music. So a lot of the stuff that, got me to this point was internal. You know what I mean? Like it's stuff my brother was creating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or stuff I heard my mom sing. You know what I mean? And, like I said, I'm a hip hop head. So a lot of the stuff that I, rock with is same stuff I listen to now. I listen to a lot of Jay-Z. I listen to a lot of Kanye. I love Common. I think B was one of the best projects ever created.
I tell
him
people,
and Yeezy.
Yeah,
bro.
special.
Yeah, we could talk about hip hop for
and
all day.
not only that,
All
but,
day.
but
Yeah.
I feel like Common is one of the most underrated MCs.
Yeah.
He doesn't get the respect he deserves.
For
man.
sure, and not from the heads.
No.
but from
just
like
from the general public.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And I love how he transitioned. You know what I mean? He went straight into acting, and he does it so well. You know what I mean? But that's just a testament to a man's work ethic. You can see that in Common. You know what I mean? Like when he was actually like out putting music out.
Yeah.
He was always on top of his stuff.
Oh,
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
on
Even
point.
if it wasn't as big as it should have been, it was what it was supposed to be, and it was always crisp and clean. And,
Always.
his get down is one to admire.
Yeah,
For sure.
for
sure.
What does your family think about that when you get into the music industry? Coming from sounds like someone from a religious background. Is that something that's like I don't know if you should do that, or did they encourage it?
No, they encouraged it. And, one thing that, my home is big on, my family, is just honesty. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to be yourself.
Yeah.
And that's, in religion as well, people get lost in trying to be fake. Let's just say fake, for lack of a better word, especially in church. You know what I mean? Christians feel like they go to church and they're supposed to be, but
You gotta be
church
perfect.
but church is a place where you're supposed to come as you are. You know what I mean? So my mother always, told me to, just be honest with, my intentions, and, be honest with myself first. You know what I mean? Because if I'm honest with myself, it's gonna shine through to anybody else that's listening to what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
That's dope, man.
I love the artwork for the project.
Thank you, man.
Artwork's sick,
Thank
man.
you, man. Yeah.
Is there a concept or a theme? I know the album's getting ready to come out on the 30th.
Yeah.
What is that concept or theme? What do you want people to take away from this project?
Man, I made most of this music on the road. The last 2 years, I've been touring a lot and like just working with different artists, and I've seen too much. I've seen so much, man.
Experienced a lot.
Yeah. So I think this album is just a culmination of my life over the last 2 years, and my interpretation of other people's situations, my own situations. You know what I mean? Things that I wanted to learn from.
Yeah.
Some of these songs are extremely personal. You know what I mean?
People are gonna love that.
Yeah.
People are gonna love that.
Exactly. Man, I just hope that, like I tell people all the time, this is my therapy. Like music. I don't do music because I want to make money, and what I mean? I do this for myself, what I mean, first. So I just hope that, these records connect. You know what I mean? I like that November did so well with the fans. You know what I mean? It might not have exploded all over the place, but anybody that listens to it can't deny that. You know what I mean? It's
They feel that.
it's
they feel
the
that.
emotions there, and I always try to get that with my music, and I think I did a better job with this project than I did with November. So I just hope that it translates properly. You know what I mean?
I want to get deeper into the album talk, but and not to get sidetracked here, but I mean, the world is fucking crazy right now. It's on fire. We have a president who's fucking crazy. I think
Talk about it.
Yeah, I think the craziest thing that's going on right now though is this chicken sandwich challenge.
Facts.
Or whatever the fuck it is. So we got some chicken sandwiches, and we wanted to see if you could help us.
Oh yeah, we're gonna rate the chicken sandwiches.
I got you.
We doing a taste test?
Yeah, we want to do a taste test.
Oh,
So the
man.
battle's been between Popeyes, Wendy's, and Chick-fil-A, I think, via Twitter, right?
Yes.
That's
I don't even got to do a taste test. I could tell you what my preference is.
Have you tried any
You've
of
tried
the
all
three
three of
yet?
them?
All three, yeah, for sure.
so you don't want. I mean, we could let's pretend you didn't say that, just for camera's sake. Or do you not want to eat on camera? Is that?
We can eat on camera.
You can eat on camera?
Yeah,
All right,
come on, let's do it.
So I want you to take a bite out of each of them.
Okay.
And tell us which one, if you could only finish one of them, which one you would finish after you bite each of them. And feel free to,
So for people listening, I'm starting with Chick-fil-A.
Okay, Chick-fil-A. Here we go. And apology because these are reheated. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
That's cool.
These are reheated. So
Bro, I'm from the hood, bro. We should eat sweet rice in the morning.
We could have got these yesterday, huh? It's all good. We hungry.
We'll get her done. Okay, so
Chick-fil-A.
that's Chick-fil-A.
yeah, I'm telling you, I'm partial.
It's a good sandwich.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. Do we have any sponsorships with Chick-fil-A up here?
I don't think there's. No, we're going to speak freely. We'll speak freely.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll speak freely.
I'm going to say Chick-fil-A is a little overrated. I like Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
You know what?
I enjoy Chick-fil-A. But, like, when they opened that Hollywood one and those lines were fucking around the corner.
But that's what that.
I think that's part of the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm not doing that
And
shit.
then I open 7 days a week.
Right.
So you can't have access to the food.
Exactly. It's like, yo,
It's a
come
thing.
on, bro.
And then their political standpoint is.
Oh, that's
Let's
right.
talk about something.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
we're gonna
okay.
switch
we're
gears
moving
now.
on to Popeyes.
Yeah, we're gonna mess
We're-
Chick-fil-A whole thing up.
We're moving on to Popeyes.
I love Chick-fil-A.
All right,
Such
so
a love-hate relationship.
this is sandwich number 2.
This is the one that started all the drama. You know,
It was capping heavy on
Yo,
that social media.
I was out of the country and I just saw a chicken war going on, and I was like, "Yo, what the fuck is happening?" I was in Europe somewhere, and I just see everybody tweeting about chicken.
Yeah, no, the
know?
Chick-fil-A versus Popeyes.
Okay, you're a bite into the Popeyes.
How do you feel about the Popeyes one?
I'm not mad at it, actually.
Now,
You were you a little hesitant going into it, like?
I was, because I haven't had it in years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I definitely have had this Wendy's chicken sandwich. I know what I'm getting. And I ate Chick-fil-A like an hour ago. So that's why when you pulled it out, I was like, ugh.
Damn, dog, you're like, I'm not hungry, man. What the fuck, man?
But I have to say, Popeyes.
Yo,
is it fire?
It's fire right now.
Is it the bread combination with the way the chicken?
See, that's what makes a sandwich to me is the bread. You know what I mean? The chicken you got to get right, but if the bread is right,
Well, not only that, but for me, pause in advance. The sauce that comes in the sandwich, it's like you know what I'm saying? Like it
that's
comes
real.
with
Yeah.
it comes a little moist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I need
You like
I
your-
need a moist between the buns. You know
Feel
what I'm
that.
saying?
Yeah.
You
100%.
feel me?
I feel you.
all right. So last but not least, my
Oh, that one has
favorite.
lettuce in it.
It does. Yeah, they special. I don't see no pickle on here though.
Oh, did they play you?
Let's see.
Damn, no pickles.
Nope.
Automatic.
But I will say, man, Popeyes got me.
Yeah.
Popeyes got me.
See, I low key felt the same way, man. I was
I'm
like,
hearing a
like,
lot
like
of
I said, and,
people leaning for that Popeyes one.
you know, and it's just I think it's the spread, man. The spread is what did it for me, and the chicken's crunchier. It's a bigger piece of chicken.
Yeah, Wendy's is trying
combination.
too hard with the spicy. You know what I mean? Like, there's a balance you have to have with spice. Like, I like to cook. So if I go to like a fast food restaurant and they on some bullshit,
Yeah.
I'm cool, man. I'm cool. But Popeyes, that sandwich is good.
Yo, what's your go-to fast food joint?
Farmer Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the go-to order there? Have you had the avocado chicken sandwich?
So good, bro.
Bruh.
But see, I'm a dairy kid, so I go anywhere for milkshakes.
Okay.
So Farmer Boys has the best Oreo cookie shake.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
I don't
Gotta
think I've
try
ever,
that.
I've ever had
What?
that.
Gotta try
Man,
that.
you're gonna lose your mind, baby. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
All right, enough about the food, man.
Appreciate you doing that for
Yeah,
us, man.
so
No
Popeyes
worries.
is the champion. Back to the album. I
Yes.
know that was a fucking terrible segue. I really don't know how. I don't know how to.
How
say,
we were gonna get from the chicken
how about
sandwich.
this? What's the Popeyes chicken sandwich of the album?
That's
Which song?
good. That's good.
Man, you know what's crazy? All of the songs are like fighting with each other to be the favorite.
Okay.
Not just with me though. Like, you know, we got a team. It's like
Yeah.
probably about 10 to 15 cats that, you know my album front to back. And every time I talk to the homies, they always got a different favorite.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Good sign.
one of my favorites is a song called Mood. It's featuring Zakari. You know, my label mate. Shout out to Zakari,
Yes,
man.
yes.
And I can't
Super
wait.
talented.
I can't wait till people start to like really
Catch on to him.
catch on, man.
Yeah.
And you know, it sucks because, you know, we're in a position where, you know, everybody's looking for Dot. And that's like, you know, it is what it is. That's okay. I don't mind that. You know what I mean? He's established himself enough to where he
Yeah.
deserves it. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? And even with SZA, you know what I mean? They're what people expect, you know, when you talk about TDE, or they're what people want. You know what I mean? But, you know, when you really dive into, you know, our roster, man,
Strong.
I promise you, Zay is
Oh man, we heard some of his stuff.
I'm really trying to get my album out the way so that when Zay drops, I go on the road with your bull. Nah, man, he's one of the like most talented people I've ever met in my life, bro. And I've been in sessions with Stevie Wonder, Anita Baker, and just, you know what I mean? So, shout out to my nigga Zay, man. I have nothing but respect for that kid. I've been trying to get a Zay feature forever, man. But it's going to happen eventually.
Real quick, sorry. I didn't realize we actually brought you water if those were dry.
Oh, no, I'm good, man.
Good?
I'm all right.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
yeah. I just realized this was here, and I was like, damn, we should have probably offered him something to wash that down with.
No, it's all good.
How do you feel about the current state of R&B?
I love it. I think it's cycling back around, you know what I mean? Like, music kind of has this circle that, we go through where certain things are more popular at the moment than others. And, in the 90s, R&B was it. You know what I mean? So I think we're going through that cycle again where people care enough to make that type of music, you know what I mean? And it's not discounting anything.
Not at all.
We're feeding off of, you know what I mean, hip hop and what they've been doing for the last 5 years, because hip hop's been king.
Yeah, that's
you know what I
true.
mean?
That's
For
true.
5 years now, we've been a standard. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And it just is what it is. Country music's gonna have a comeback. Trust me, they're gonna come out of the woodworks with something amazing, and we're all gonna love it. And Lil Nas X,
Definitely, yeah.
But it's just how music works. It's how life works with anything. Everything is kind of like in a rotating circle, and certain things go up, certain things come down. But right now, the state of R&B is impressive.
Yeah. It's
in a
to
good
say the
space.
least. Man, everybody's doing their thing.
If you could put together like a super group from right now, R&B,
Say 3 artists.
yeah, who you putting in that group?
male groups,
Yeah, we could go.
because that's tricky to say with just like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say the first person that I'm recruiting, if I'm the team captain,
You're the captain.
Frank.
Ooh.
Don't play me.
Yeah.
Come on.
that.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, you just say Frank. You know what it is.
Yeah, he's running point.
I need that. I
He's
need
running
that.
point guard.
I was just in his DMs like a bad bitch trying to get in the session. Yeah, I was like, what's happening?
Wait. Do you get a reply or what?
Of course not. No. I don't expect one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is
But
what
you
it is.
just
Sometimes
shoot it.
you just gotta
Yep. Shoot that
You
shot.
shot that bitch from half court.
I just wait for it.
Yeah.
It was one of those. It was the
Yeah.
one-handed. Like, fuck it. See what happens.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put myself in a group, of course.
Got to.
That
You got to
confident,
do
You know
that.
what I mean? And I don't know if y'all even gonna respect this one, but this for the heads. I'm picking up Fauntleroy.
Yo, bro, the new Little Brother album, by the way.
Good call. Good
You
call.
already know.
People didn't maybe see that coming.
Hey,
I
I'm
like
a
that one.
musician's musician. If you really pay attention, I love music. I don't
Wait,
just
I said
do this.
you
'cause I'm trying to.
you said Fauntleroy, and I thought you said I don't know why I was thinking Fonte. I'm thinking,
James.
but Fauntleroy, yes.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
child of James.
Yeah.
I'll never lie about that. Like when he was, starting to really blossom
Yeah.
into his songwriting, not even his artistry, not Cocaine 80s or anything, but just writing for other people.
Right.
I was writing songs for other people, so he was the example that was being set for me for R&B on the West.
Right.
Bro,
You know what I mean?
and-
So
and
I studied him.
His range, like the shit he could do,
Man, so unbelievable.
is
But he's a
fucking-
hip hop head though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's what makes R&B so cool right now. Everybody that's really getting it in R&B, listen to the production and how they're swagging it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's hip hop, man.
Definitely.
And it always has been. It's just black music, you know what I mean? And it translates how it's supposed to, you know what I mean? And I think artists Ari's album is amazing, you know what I mean? And the production and her voice is hip hop, man.
Yeah.
It's that's Erykah Badu.
Yeah.
2020, you know what I mean? And it's what we need, you know what I mean?
Well,
Shout out to her.
I-
For
I-
sure.
I-
Shout out to
for
Ari.
sure.
I feel like like you said, it all intertwines because you have a lot of hip hop artists who are singing.
Yeah, for sure.
Sing that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of
Yeah.
all intertwined.
Exactly.
I
And
feel like.
you should never trap a creative, in a box.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people do that to themselves, and I'll never do that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I know what I am. I know I'm a singer and stuff like that, but if I got to spit a verse,
gonna-
yeah, I'ma get busy.
I'm going to get busy. I'm going to try. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it is what it is, man.
How long is the recording process for this project, man? How long does it take you?
Total, this one's 4 years in the making. If we're talking about when I started writing the first song and when we finished, 4 years in the making for sure.
Wow.
Yeah, man. And this one thing that I try to do is I try to just create consistently so that when it's album time and we need to fine tune things and focus,
Yeah.
my tools are sharp. You know, so I'm always writing. You know, so some of this music was supposed to be on November, but I was just too chicken shit to put it out. You know what I mean? Because of my, you know, I'm married and everybody knows that. You know, and you know, I just don't like talking certain ways. You know what I mean? Because I don't want people to assume certain things. It's already happened.
Yeah.
It's already happened.
You don't want people to
You know what I
judge
mean?
you
So
and-
you know what I mean. I'll say this: number 8 on my album.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one that I definitely was like timid
You're
about.
scared.
Yeah,
Right.
but it's a true emotion. It's me being as honest as I possibly can. It's kind of brutal.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean. I think people will relate. I think people gonna relate.
And,
So
and what does your wife think about this stuff?
man, she's my support. Man, she don't even think no more. She just she
Yeah.
just loves on me and just lets me.
I mean, I think
create.
that's probably what's most important. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
for
If-
sure.
If she understands and she doesn't look at you crazy when you're doing this shit, then fuck everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Period.
You know?
Period.
That's what's up, man. And who could we expect on the album? I'm talking about production, features.
Man, I got Soundwave beats on there. I got my boy Jay Pounds on there. Man, I got a Lil Wayne verse on there, dog.
Yeah.
Whoa, Wheezy.
I got a Lil Wayne verse on there.
Okay.
You know, I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth, I wash my face, and I look in the mirror and I say, I got a Lil Wayne verse.
It really happened.
It's that special, man. And, you know, I ain't got to tell y'all who Lil Wayne is. You know what I mean?
come on.
And
Yeah.
you know,
Man.
yeah.
Wheezy F.
Yeah. So I got a Lil Wayne verse.
That's crazy.
I got a Jill Scott feature. Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
That's exciting. You
Yeah.
too.
And what's funny is, you know, when I told Top this, he was like, "Oh, y'all singing about a microphone?"
Ah, you
Yo,
know it's
I
gonna
swear,
go
yo,
there.
that is.
I
Funny.
was like-
that was the first thing I thought of right now.
Yeah.
I was like, I just pictured her
Nah.
Performing.
performing oral sex on a microphone.
Nah, man. So first and foremost, I would like to say I have nothing but respect for Miss Jill and everything that she's done for me
Yeah.
in my career.
Yeah.
I'll beat somebody to death over her. She's
Yeah.
too cool, too honest, you know what I mean? And just so creative. She's an ultra creative, you know what I mean? The way she works and the way she, dives in when it's time,
Yeah.
something to admire, man.
Nah,
So
she's been a part of some special shit too.
What?
Like she's been on some crazy fucking projects.
Man, and just, her and Common are kind of like, to me, they share common,
Yeah.
situations where they were amazing, just beautiful artists, and just didn't get the respect they deserve.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
And because of who they are as people, it always shines through.
Yeah,
Her
no doubt.
acting, you know what I mean? Aside from her being one of the most talented musicians ever, her as an actress and how she carries herself is just. It's so amazing, man. I'm just glad that I can call her
Yeah.
a friend. You know what I mean? And she knows it. I call her Miss Jill. You know what I mean? I
Pay
it's just
the
a respect.
respect.
It's a
Yeah.
respect thing, man. My name is SiR. I gotta pay respect everywhere I go. You know what I mean? But she definitely like earns that title, and she don't even like me calling her Miss Jill. She's like, oh, don't make me feel old. I'm like, no. You Miss Jill.
Yeah,
Look at my
yeah.
phone. What it say? When I text you, it say Miss Jill.
That's
It's
nice.
respecting. Take that respect.
That's
You know
right.
what I mean? So shout out to Miss Jill.
And-
Nothing
and,
but love.
I know you spoke on this earlier too, man. You know, anytime a TDE artist puts something out, people always expect Kendrick. People always expect SZA. People. Is that added pressure for you, or are you kind of to the point now to where it's just like you're so used to it, you don't even pay attention to that shit anymore? It's like,
It was when I first got signed. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I think it was very intimidating. You know what I mean? But the first thing I learned being signed to TDE is nobody gives a fuck. Like, especially not these guys.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody's focused on what they're focused on. And, it's Shark Tank in there. So if something's whack, they're going to let you know. And they not going to let up until you're in tears about
Yeah,
it. Like,
yeah.
that's pretty tough, man. And, these guys really care about music and they care about the artistry. And I think that's what attracted me to the situation in the first place, because that's all I care about.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I tell people all the time, the game I play is longevity. I don't like, you know what I mean, like feeling like I'm trying to just get off on, a single. I want a single to work on the radio, and then if it blows up, then we own. Nah, man, I'm looking at this like I finally figured out how to pay my rent with something that I love, and I want to do that forever.
and it's the best shit.
You know what I
in the
mean?
world.
Yeah, it's the best job in the world, bro.
Yeah.
We're really blessed to do what we do. You guys alike, man. It's a blessing to be where we at,
definitely.
man. We get to meet some of the craziest people in the world, bro, and I'm honored at
Have
all
great
times, man.
conversations.
Exactly, and I don't take this lightly. I don't take it for granted, man.
Man.
What's been the most humbling experience for you in the TDE studio?
When I got the dot verse,
Yeah.
yeah, that was crazy, bro. And he kept looking back at me, and I'm sitting there like too excited. He's laughing at my ass. You know what I mean? But you know.
Oh, so you hear it for the first time with him?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
and
crazy.
That song was probably about a year old by the time he actually, got a chance to get on it and stuff like that. I wrote it on the road and, kind of just, didn't forget about it, but, had it in the back of my mind that it would be crazy to have him on there. And, I don't be asking for I don't like asking for nothing. People know me. I mix my own albums. I cut my own vocals. You know what I mean? So I try to be as self-sufficient as possible.
Yeah.
And I try to write songs to where people fuck with my song. I don't want to, have a song and they like, oh, I just came for Kendrick. You know what I mean? Yeah. And, with everything I do, I try to be diligent, So it was just crazy to, see one of my babies actually get a little extra love, you know what I mean? Because I really love that song, you know what I mean? It's the song Hair Down is about, being confident and being sure of yourself, you know what I mean? I wrote it on the road when I was touring with, we were on a championship tour, so it was Dot, SZA, Q, you know what I mean? Rock. And I was like, man, first week I didn't know what I was doing, I felt like, you know what I mean? So, I had my equipment on the road and I was like, I need to work, I'm stressed. And, I wanted something for myself that, could get me to, be confident, you know what I mean? So, I just thought about, Inglewood and thought about how long I've been doing it and how, I kind of feel disrespected. I can't even lie. Wow. You know what I mean? Because, it took a while for my city to really, show love. You know what I mean? That's why I started the song like that. Like, I've been going silly for the West Side. Been putting on for Inglewood. Everybody knows that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And, that song, it was meant to help me, overcome my insecurities, So hopefully when other people listen to it, they get it and it touches them in that way and makes them feel confident enough to let their hair down. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And how many records do you have to pass him before he finally says, this is it?
Man, I wrote probably about 30, 40 records. We kept 14, but I'm always on top of the overall picture. So I don't turn things in until I'm sure. We've been looking at the same playlist for a year almost. The same songs damn near. Crazy. It's probably one swap out. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's but crazy. We've literally been looking at the same playlist and just fine tuning it, adding musicians, adding features, adding transitions, you know what I mean? Hey, we took our time with this one, man. It's a good one, man.
You got to, man.
Next Friday, dude.
Yeah, man.
Next
dropping.
Friday.
Chasing Summer, man. Great project, man. Looking forward to hearing all of it, man, and sharing that music with the city, bro, and the world. Yeah. Congratulations, man.
Exactly. And I'm sure you've spoke on this before, but I don't know the story. How did the connection with You and Tde happen?
It's a good question. So I put out a project a couple years ago called 7 Sundays, and I released it through a friend of mine. His name is Kenny Fresh. He has a label in Portland. It's called Fresh Selects. And it did well. We didn't really know what to expect from it. Put it on SoundCloud, put it on iTunes, didn't shoot any visuals, just put the music out. And a couple months into us putting it out, Kenny got a call from one of the managers at, Tde at the time. And what was hilarious was Kenny's in Portland. I'm on 99th and Myrtle. And, Dave was calling from Windmark. You know what I mean? So Kenny called me yo, I'm going to give your number to Dave Free. He wants you to pull up to the studio. He called me 5 minutes later, text me Windmark's address. I pull up. J-Rock's there, Dot's there, and Dave's there. And the first thing that anybody says to me is, nigga, we cousins. This fool J-Rock walks up to me and says that. What? So my auntie Linda is married to his Uncle King, and they've been married for 20 years. Oh, wow. It's my Uncle King, too. Yeah, yeah. But I just didn't know that King was his uncle. You know what I mean? So all bad. That was my first introduction. And that night we did a song called The Ways that was on J-Rock's the project before Redemption, 90059.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, man, after that I think I signed 2 weeks after that. It was a go.
Wow.
You know?
Dope.
And is that almost the perfect situation for you? The fact, that it's a LA based label that's arguably one of the biggest labels in the world, you know what I'm saying, in the music industry.
It doesn't get any better than that, man. That's the kind of thing you can't even really ask for. Man, over the last 3 years, I've had so many experiences that I never could have imagined. I talk about how, You know, in my early 20s, I was just lost out here. You know, LA is it's a crazy place, bro.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? Being from Inglewood and like, you know, going from, you know, living with my family to moving to Hollywood and working out there and like getting into the wrong stuff in Hollywood and having to like reset and start over and then just ending up here, man. It's all crazy, man. And I definitely don't take any of this for granted. You know what I mean? I'll fight for mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I appreciate all of this stuff. Yeah. So, you know, it's crazy, man. Shit crazy. That's crazy to see you here, dog.
That's right, man. You as well, baby.
Man.
Random question. You just said, you know, working in Hollywood. What's the last job you had prior to music?
Guitar Center. I've had many though.
Yeah.
I was just talking to my wife about that. How I've had like so many odd jobs. I used to work at Nordstrom's, but not for Nordstrom's. I used to sell rugs for like this guy. And he was renting space in Nordstrom's.
Okay.
So every day we used to like go to his van, pull out about 40, 50 rugs, and go inside of Nordstrom's and try to sell rugs to people. But not with Nordstrom's like cash, you know, registers or anything. Like we were trying to get like EFT. If y'all know what EFT is, it's like a machine that you like slide someone's card through, and you gotta like you've seen them before.
Of course, yeah.
So yeah, I've done that, man.
What Guitar Center?
Oh, South Bay. Yeah.
South Bay.
Oh
Okay.
shit!
The one near the Galleria.
I used to go to that one. I live right down the street from there.
For real?
In Redondo Beach.
Oh man, you probably seen me in there a couple times.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wow.
I was just walking back and forth. That's all you saw was my legs. Man, I promise you, I tell people all the time, I was good at sales, man. If I wasn't gonna be the artist, I was gonna be somebody's manager for sure.
That's
man.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
What's up, man? Inglewood, sir. Thank you for coming by, man.
Thank you for having me again, bro.
Of course, baby. Congrats on the new project.
Bro.
Thank you for
Congrats,
stopping by.
Nothing but love, bro.
Yes, sir. You
I
already
appreciate y'all, man.
Thank you.
Have me back, man. Next time I'll spit a verse or something.
Oh,
like that.
don't
You know what I'm saying?
threaten us like that.
Come on, dog.
You know
ain't
what
gotta
it
threaten
is.
us
I
with
gotta
a
get
good time.
approved by Top first. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'll call Top right now, bro.
Get the green light.
We'll call Top right now. Come on, man.
You know us.
You can't hype us up like that, man.
We'll be waiting.
I stay ready.
We'll,
Yeah.
Look at he's looking at me through the crack. He's like this.
bruh.
Yeah. Power 106, baby.
Number one for hip hop. LA Leakers. Yeah.
Yes, sir.